Hello everyone, welcome back to One United. And this is our daily transfer updates. You know what? There's a lot of interesting things I want to discuss with you guys today. Mostly is Jadon Sancho. Of course, please hit the like button and please subscribe if you haven't done so. I really appreciate that. Okay, I'm gonna go straight right into Sancho. Okay, you guys watch the Avengers? I'm assuming most of you guys surely watch the Avengers. Infinity War, right? You remember when Stephen Strange said to Tony Stark, we are in the end game now. I think this is what we are with Sancho. With regard to Sancho at the moment, we are in the end game because now the international has finished, right? So I don't see any more constriction or external restriction outside from the deal itself. They're gonna stop this deal, right? So the deal should accelerate now, right? So I'm still 100% confident it will be done, but I'm saying this is a big but. If there's no significant or concrete movement or updates by end of next week, I'm gonna say my confidence is gonna start to be shaky. You know, it's gonna start to bang crack a bit. You know, that hard confidence that I have that Sancho will become United. If there's still no concrete updates or movement by end of next week, I'm gonna start to have doubts on this deal, whether it's gonna happen or not. Right? But a lot of things to talk about. I'm going to share with you guys. Continuing with yesterday's theme of PR spin, negative spin. We have negative and positive statement or reports today, and also some interesting insight or observation by the fans. Right. So I'm going to start with the negative one, which is the same theme as yesterday. May not happen this summer. United might look for a stopgap solution, which is maybe get a loan deal for someone like maybe Douglas Costa, like a 1 year loan deal, and come back for Sancho next summer. This has been said by writer from ESPN, Manchester Evening News, Phil Brown from Beyond the Pitch. I think they are saying the same thing. They are not confident that this deal can happen this summer. They say it looks like it's not going to happen this summer, which is something not good to hear. But maybe it's just PRSB, maybe it's just brief. Maybe it's true in the sense that there's no much that's not movement. There's no movement from United end yet in terms of an official bid. Maybe that's why the statement or the insight from these outlets has been saying that, right? But interestingly, Duncan Castle and Ian McGrath from the Transfer Podcast yesterday, they said it's something totally opposite, and it's quite interesting. If you heard the podcast, I would recommend for you guys to hear it. They said Uniteds are relaxed because the deal has already been in place anyway, because an agreement, a verbal agreement, is there, and there's no need to rush for them to push this deal because it is there. The agreement is there. They're confident that they will close this deal, that Sancho will be a United player, and a bid will come, right? And one of the reasons for the delay is that apparently when Sancho secretly signed a new contract last year, there's a loyalty bonus in the contract clause, 1 year loyalty bonus, and there's another bonus that he will get once he reaches 10 caps playing for England. So they said the theory is that Sancho's camp is waiting for him to hit these bonuses to be activated, which will be activated once Sancho plays the Iceland game, which is which is earlier today at point of my recording. So they are waiting for that bonus to be activated. Only then, once the bonus has been activated, once Sancho has get bonus, I think it's around 1.5 million bonus on that. Only after that, United will submit the bid. So it's kind of makes sense because I know there's a lot of few high-profile transfers that happens like this. That the delay happens because of these bonuses, like Neymar, if I can remember. I think Dembele might be as well one of that. Waiting for the bonuses, the loyalty bonuses. Only then they activated the bid. The buying club submitted the bid, just for the player to get bonuses first. So that's the story from Transfer Podcast. So it's totally opposite from what other outlets or most people are saying right now. But a lot of the insider or the IT case are fairly confident that they said this deal is done. Just a matter of when, it's not if, right? So like I said, if by end of next week there's no concrete updates, there's no tier 1 source talking about this, because if you notice, the tier one source has been fairly quiet about any developments in this. The only thing that we know at the that Dortmund and United has agreed to proceed with this deal in a more respectable manner or discreet manner. So I think that's one of the reason why there's not much update or leaks. I think maybe they're annoyed because there's too much leaks at the moment in this past 2 or 3 weeks. So I think that's why they have been keeping everything under wraps, everything under the radar. So might be one reason why we don't hear anything from the either mainstream media or the tier one sources or journalists. And another interesting thing, this is from the fans' observation. There are two actually. Firstly, Mike Phelan, our assistant manager, has started to follow Sancho on Instagram. Apparently, he exclusively only follows United players and few other institution, but he has started to follow Sancho. I'm not sure when he started to follow, but there are screenshot of his account that he started to follow Sancho. So that is interesting because, like I said, he only follows United players, and suddenly he started to follow Sancho. So maybe there's something brewing there. There might be something brewing there, because I know it's a bit. People say it's a bit ridiculous, looking at all these Instagram and social media activities, but I believe there is some truth, or there is some significance, or at least something that have impact, when a social media account or the social media activities has been done. And in this case, like my friend started to follow Sancho, because I know in these days, day and age, everyone is really invested in the social media. So everything you do in the social media, everything you have to just look at yourself. Usually what you do with social media has something related to what's happening in your real life, or something that you have affiliation with, like who you follow. You have affiliation, like I follow Manchester United official Instagram account because I'm a Man United fan, obviously. So I have affiliation with that institution, or with that account, or with that person. So whatever happens in social media, there might be something there. So I'm not going to look heavily into this. I'm not going to say you guys this is a sure thing, but there might be something there. I'm just going to say that. And then another observation is that the stock for Dortmund and United, apparently they rises from yesterday at closing during the stock exchange day. More so of United's, because it's around a significant amount of rise. It's around 8.16%, I would say, I believe, rises. So usually people say when there's a huge rise like this, usually something big is happening. I'm sure it's not the launching of the third kid that causes this rise. Sometimes, most of the times, it's because of a new asset or new investment that have a high value. It's gonna be, if you're talking about company in general, not just football club, but company in general. Usually when there's a new project, usually if you're a construction or development company, there's a new project, you receive a new project, or you won a new bids, what a new project. Usually you're like, I'm gonna give an example, like glove company during this COVID time. I'm gonna say one of my local company, Top Glove. Their stock rises because of the demand of the glove, because they have to produce more gloves. So because their value of the assets or their product of they're gonna sell has significantly increased, so that's why the stock increased. So in United's case, the increase might be because there's a high value asset that might be coming in, which is related to a bit of an imminent incoming of a player, a high value player that's gonna increase the rise of the stock. Again, I would say same with Mike Phelan Instagram activities. We cannot really look heavily into this, but it's something interesting for us to take note, because like I said, Dortmund have to report any high value incoming bids to the stock exchange, so that might affect their stocks prices. So interesting to keep an eye on that. I'm sure we're going to keep an eye on the stocks now. So interesting, this transfer window. Apparently this fan base started to become a lip reader, started to become a flight tracker. Now we become a stock analyst. Let's see what else we can become, this fan base, right? Okay, that's about Sancho. So like I said, patience is the key now. Let's see what happens by end of next week or early next week. Okay, so next I'm going to talk about Reguilon. Apparently Sevilla Sevilla president has ruled himself out, because he didn't state any names, but he said that we can't compete with other rival clubs. So I think that refers to United anyway, right? Can compete with United in terms of economic or wages that we can offer to Reguilon. But I think the general consensus says that personal terms, it's not a problem. The player himself is really excited or keen to move to the Premier League, keen to move to United. Just that now, is still the buyback clause is the sticking point. United and Madrid, Real is still discussing the buyback clause. Let's see what happens there. Because I think if the buyback clause has been resolved, is willing to take out the buyback clause or willing to accept a sell on or first refusal clause, I believe this deal will accelerate it, because it seems like Solskjaer really wanted this deal to happen. He wanted backup for the left back. I think we are a bit short on left back. I think now that especially like with Shaw's injured, so I think we need a experienced player there. So we wait and see how the discussion between Real and United is gonna pan out. Okay, lastly, on Smalling, Di Marzio has reported that personal terms has been agreed between Roma and Smalling. So now just waiting for United and Roma to finalize the deal, especially the fee. So like I said in my previous video, United has been quiet on on responding to Roma's proposal. But I think now, since that personal term has been agreed, you don't do a deal if you don't back up from a deal if you allow the player to talk with the buying club, the proposed buying club. So I think this deal will move on, will move forward. I think they will come to agreement between what United and around the fee that United wanted. Maybe more. I think if Roma were to give around more than 15, around 15 to 20, I think United will accept, right? Since now that personal terms agree, I think, like I said, once the fee is agreed, I think this will accelerate it. I think this might be one of the key that going to push us into purchasing Reguilon as well, right? So that's all I have to share with you guys today, right? No other updates, significant updates, and I think some of you might be interested in knowing what happened with Thiago. Still the same, still waiting for whether Thiago is willing to come to United. I think United is waiting on the wings. If Thiago said, you know what, I want to come to United, then I think United will push for the deal. I think they have already given hint to Bayern that they are willing to pay the transfer fee. Now just waiting for the player to confirm whether he's interested in coming or not. So that's all I have to do for today. Again, please hit the like button. Please subscribe if you haven't done so. We really appreciate all the support up to now. Thanks for viewing. I'm going to see you guys later video, because we're going to have a video with the fan. So talking about season's prediction, I'm going to invite few fans or rival fans. We're going to discuss prediction, who's going to be the champion, who's going to win the golden boot, who's going to get European places. So make sure you guys watch out for that. That's why you need to click the bell button so you get notified for the latest content. Okay, I'm going to see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.